Hi, my name is Mandy, and this is the very first Unschool of Music music lesson. And I've chosen today drumming without any equipment, so that anyone can jump straight in and have a go. It's a fun lesson because it works with any age group. I've used it on the youngest primary school kids up to senior high school, and it all depends on how well you listen to the teacher and how much coordination you've got. So just a little heads up, if you're any good at doing the patting your head and rubbing your tummy thing, then you probably are going to manage this okay. But you really do need to pay attention. So I'm going to use my whiteboard marker, and I'm just going to subliminally, not really, teach you some music notation as we go, because it's much easier to get a grasp of the entire thing if you follow this. Music, as you know, is another language. It's just another language. It's basically what I'm going to draw are the symbols that will represent the sounds that you're going to make. So here goes. On a drum kit, these crosses would represent the hi-hat when you're playing the hi-hat, or any cymbal really. Crosses are universal in drum notation for a symbol of some kind. So here it's going to be our right hand, because that's how you'd play it if you're playing a drum kit. Here, this lower dot, I'm not very neat. This lower dot is a note for a bass drum, and that's going to be played with your right foot. So I'm going to write both of those in. So RH, right hand, RF, right foot. And then I'm going to put this one here and here. I'll give these stems as well, so you're looking at proper music. And that is what's called a basic rock beat. Okay, so now I'm going to put some counting in. Normally you would put stems on all of those in joint. Actually, I'll just do that. Already I've got really untidy, but doesn't matter. Hang in there, because this is useful for everything you do in drumming after this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is write some counting in. Counting is the most important thing for a drummer. In fact, it's pretty much all you've got to do, because you don't have to worry about pitch. So, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you think about it as time travelling that way, that's how you're going to read it. So you're reading left to right like you would words on a page, and that's the counting. So I need you to really get in your head that you're going to be counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and very evenly, if you can, the entire time. So that's what you're going to do. This is 1 bar of music, if you know what that means. You don't need to know anything about music prior to this, but this will be a good jump start, sort of, if you're going to be doing any other music reading. Okay, so you can see here, this one's your left hand. So again, the crosses represent what would be on a drum kit a cymbal of some kind, whether it be a hi-hat, which I'll explain another time, or a cymbal, a bigger cymbal that's on its own. Or this one represents your right foot, which is a bass drum, the big round one on the ground that you play with your right foot. And this one represents what's called a snare drum. If you can look these up online, you'll be able to see. If you look up a drum kit and the parts of a drum kit, which I'll do for you at some point, but then you'll see all these instruments. And all of those make up a drum kit, along with some other drums, if you like. But we're just going to keep it simple today and do this basic rock beat. So this is as simple as it gets. If you think about the start of Billie Jean, I think that's just a basic rock beat from memory. This is what you'll hear in that. If it's really clear, just the first couple of bars of Billie Jean. So just briefly, the end result is going to look something like this. Basic rock beat. Obviously, it's much more exciting on an actual drum kit, but if you don't have one, then this is a good start while you're learning. And also it's good for your sanity, because you don't have to deafen yourself with lots of mistakes until you're able to do it properly. So there you go. Now back to the lesson. Okay, so hopefully you can see, or if you can't see, you can write this down for yourself. You can see still what's going on the board while I'm going to demonstrate what you need to do. So if you remember, right hand, right foot starts first. So let's just do it straight away. Hold it sideways, I think. So ready? Right hand, right foot. Right hand on its own. There goes the cat. Right hand, left hand. Right hand on its own again. Okay, and then repeat for the second half. Right hand, right foot. Right hand on its own. Right hand, left hand. Right hand on its own. Now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to count, because remember that I said that's really the most important thing a drummer has. If a drummer has good timing and they count, they always know where they are, and they, as you probably know, the drummer is responsible for anchoring the entire band when you're playing in a band. So we're going to go again, and I'm going to count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's a basic rock beat. If you want to hear it at a speed you'd actually hear played in a song, although that's also a tempo that you'd hear. If I speed it up, it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'll go front on so you can see this way. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right hand, right foot, right hand on its own, both hands, right hand on its own. First half, second half, and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's a basic rock beat. Okay, so you can. There's a start of Billie Jean. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Might have an extra bass drum. Anyway, there you go. Have a go at that. That's basic rock on the drum kit. Well, on your lap, which would translate to a drum kit by putting all the drums there. But we'll do that another time when we've got some instruments. Thanks.